You know, when you think about getting your business ready to sell, it really doesn't make any difference whether you sell it to your children, your employees, third parties, Fortune 100 firm. They all need the same thing. If you sell it to your children, they're probably going to, or your employees are probably going to need to go to a bank. The bank's going to want good earnings. They're going to want an environmentally clean site. They want a diverse customer base and so forth. So they're not really different at the end of the day. And there's 7 or 8 items that sellers look at, and it's important that those be in good shape and prepared for examination by the potential buyers.
You know, I think we should make that list. Consistent capital investment. Again, whether you're selling it to a Fortune 100 company or you're selling it to your children or to your employees, and it's all about the bank, but in either case, they're going to look at the same things. Has there been consistent capital investment along the way? Is your equipment and technology in good shape? If you're not a manufacturer, do you have a good process? And is that process documented and followed by all of your employees? They want processes and procedures. They don't want to buy your business and then have to come in and completely overhaul it. Yeah, you have some intellectual property, but do you have a real business, or is it all in your head? Every buyer, every bank looks at those kinds of things. Do you have a good place to do business? Is it attractive? If it's a manufacturing business, is that a well-kept plant, clean plant? There's this whole concept of inferential measurement where somebody walks through your plant. If your plant's dirty, they assume that everything you do is poorly done. So those things are the things that we try to help a seller understand, that every day they have to run it like they're going to sell it, because selling it could happen tomorrow.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a balance too, because you could have good earnings, but if you don't have a diverse customer base, then the buyer is going to say, "Boy, what if I lose one of these big customers you have? Where's my future earning stream coming from?" Or you could have a good earnings but have an environmental situation on your property, and that's a no-go. Environmental is a no-go.
They're going to drill wells and they're going to test them.
We've never been in a situation where there's been an environmental problem that didn't get examined thoroughly.
Exactly. So, you know, those are the kinds of things that we bring to the discipline of assessing your business and making sure it's ready. And it is a discipline, whether we help you or somebody else does it. At the end of the day, there's a list of 13 things that every buyer is going to look at. And if the buyer's your family, the bank is going to look at. And to take our clients through that and help them get a check mark or a to-do on every one of those items is critical.
Yeah, I think there's a common misconception too, is that the buyers, the new guys, are going to come in with their team, and we've not experienced that at all. Oftentimes the buyer doesn't have a team, is stretched thin at their own business. They're not going to have people to send in, so they're looking for a strong management team in place.
And they're going to take care of those people. They're going to offer them contracts to make sure that they stay. So yeah, I think that's absolutely a perfect point, BJ. We've seen that in transactions where the seller is worried about what's going to happen to their team, and in reality, their team's going to get taken care of.
Yeah. Many buyers will insist that the team stays in place as a condition of closing, for example. They want the team, they value the team, they know that's the team that got the business to where it is today.
So I think this would be a good point to stop and start going through those points one by one. You know, that article we wrote, I think, would be a good guide to take people through these issues one by one.
Absolutely.